자, 이제 들리죠? 오케이, 들리면 됐다. 해봅시다. 이게 엄청 재밌어 보이더라고. 사무실에 들리면 된 거예요. 괜찮아요. 제가 뭐 언제 많이 신경 썼습니다.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
갑자기 뭐
He had
소리
been
안
at his desk for
들리거나
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor
아니면은
for
뭐
him
제가
to
말을 안
follow.
하거나 이러고
No one had
말을
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
이거는 게임 소리 너무
Shocked,
크다고.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
잠시만, 이거
But as he
이거
came to his wits and regained his
처음에
senses,
이것만
he got
넘어가서
up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
넘어가고 오디오 조절하죠 그러면. 이번에는 소리가 너무 커. 됐나요? 이 정도면 될 것 같아. 뭐냐? 도움말, FL 그런 거 없고. 옵션, 조작키, 웅크리기. 이거 지금 웅크리기 보는 순간 어제 그 집 찾는 거 있잖아요. 조작키 먹네. 이게 항상 정답은 벽에 있었거든요 어제. 사무실이 학고방 같죠.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
몇 년이나 있었다고? 뭐 밥도 없는데 뭘. (427)
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
미팅룸. 워킹데드 엔딩 못 봤다고요? 그거 유튜브에 올려놨어요. 와 진짜 근데 사무실을 이게 2013년도에 나온 건데 하기야 옛날에는 이렇게 했을 수도 있겠다. 아니 근데 이거 너무 좀 삭막하게 지어놨다 사무실을. 어떻게 사무실을 이렇게 짓냐.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
이렇게 왼쪽으로 들어가라네. 하지만 오른쪽으로 들어갑니다.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Okay.
just to admire it.
오케이 좋습니다. 게임 시스템에 순응하지 맙시다. 임성이 아니지 이거는.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley's